Last time I was talking about theoretical and historical aspects of Buddhism. This time I'm hoping to be more practical. And the whole spirituality racket turns around the notion of enlightenment. So you can call it different names: awakening, realization, salvation. Pick whatever noun you like. But what is enlightenment? So I like the most the definition that is the most uncompromising. The enlightenment cannot be defined. You can only define what it's not. So enlightenment is not a thing, it's not a process, it's not a state, it's not an experience, it's not a feeling, it's not an emotion. It has no beginning, middle, or end. It has no stages. You cannot, the bad news is that you cannot get enlightened. But the good news is you cannot lose enlightenment. And in a relative and conventional way of speaking, we can only say that you can overlook the enlightenment that's already and always present. And you can also stop overlooking. And believe it or not, there is an easy and simple way and quick way of stopping overlooking the enlightenment. It was devised by 20th century architect Douglas Harding, and he broke away from any spiritual tradition and invented his own technique, which is solely based on the visual perception and perspective. And the first time I've tried practicing this technique for 30 minutes, something changed in my visual field. It was like I was looking through a short tube. I didn't know what to make of it, but I knew that something worked. And it was later that I realized that having your experience changed is a completely unnecessary side effect. Such fireworks can happen, but they are mostly a distraction. So please check out the handouts I've placed on your tables. This is mostly experience we're going for. This is self-portrait, very curious self-portrait by Ernst Mach, who painted himself not as other people look at him from the outside, but how he looks to himself from the inside. This is what we're going for. So I'm interested in learning this exercise. It's very simple. So put your hand and point at the floor or something in front of you. So I will just narrate so you will know what we're going for here. Look at the shapes and colors of what you're looking for. So I'm looking at the brownish tile in front of you. Then turn your hand more and put it towards your legs. So describe to yourself what shape and colors do you see. I'm looking at the green trousers. Then turn your hand around and point it towards your torso and describe to yourself what shapes and colors do you see. I see a green t-shirt. And now the most important thing. Come again?
What shape is it?
What shape? I said something wrong. Thank you. So turn around your finger and point directly towards your face. And now describe to yourself what colors and shape you see in the direction that you're pointing. So maybe it will be instructive for me to describe my experience, and you can check your experience against my description. I hope you will continue pointing while I do this. So there, I see my pointing finger and the room beyond it. But here, in the pointing direction, I don't see any shapes or colors. I don't see my face. I don't see nothing. So you can put down your finger now. This experience is non-verbal, so it's not mediated by the speech. It's also non-emotional, so it's it's very neutral in valence. This, interestingly, this experience works also for blind people. So even if you don't have any sight, you can still think of your hand as an arrow of attention, and turning it towards the source will produce the same effects that we're looking for here. The Douglas Harding described this experience as headlessness. Obviously, for some people, if you check out the arrow of attention, put the arrow of attention towards your face, what you're not seeing is your head above your shoulders. There's just emptiness here. Okay, but the voice of the devil says, so what? What of it? If you are unimpressed with what just happened, you should note that there are people who meditate for 10 years and don't have the experience you just had in 2 minutes. So it's not that obvious to get at it by yourself without specific instructions. And also benefits don't accumulate, they accumulate with repeated exposure to this experience. So you have to be patient. For me, for example, when I'm headless, all the sensory field becomes more sharpened. For example, auditory field, and the noises become more clear and have more nuance. Okay, so just like that, you found yourself. Congratulations. Now that you are enlightened, you can go back to the new and improved life. Well, not so fast. If you might have noticed, doing something once or even once in a while does not, something good once in a while, does not automatically improve your life for the better forever. You have to get repeated and regular exposure. So to have the best chance of experiencing the deepest way this can get, you have to constantly practice. And what is good in this, that you don't have to walk around the street pointing your finger towards your face all the time. That would be weird. So you can just do the same but without the finger. And even what's better, you can combine this with any activity you would like. You can eat, you can talk, you can answer email, you can run, you can sleep. Well, not sleep, I'm not sure you will be conscious enough to notice this. But you can try to engage the world while being headless. And that said, actually doing pointing exercise from time to time is a beneficial way of actually making you look towards from where you're looking instead of just thinking about it. Okay, life is a collection of moments strung together, and each moment is an opportunity to realize the truth of who you really are. And you can be the enlightenment now, and now, and now, and now, and now. Thank you. That was baffling, right? No, I finished.